Boom operators are typically responsible for sound equipment, capturing good sound from actors and other sounds that need to be recorded. And they also work with the sound mixer. The sound designer is a manager in the sound department. They work their way up from sound editors. They work closely with the production mixer, sound supervisor, the editor, and the director to create original sound elements.
Similar to what a cinematographer would do in terms of photography and the images, a sound designer's job is to create the same environment you see with your eyes, but with your ears. And so it's creating the ambiences, it's creating the moods and the textures.
The sound recordist operates the audio equipment and listens to the quality through headphones. They work closely with the director, boom operator, and sound editor.
And I've come to rig a Caterham 7. Obviously the doors are coming off, the roof's off, so it's completely exposed to the elements. And having a presenter sitting in a car that actually sounds like a tank presents a bit of a problem when it comes to sound. Set it all up and let them go off. And at the end we'll just play it all back and hopefully something's stuck to tape.
Recording mixers, also known as dubbing mixers, take days dubbing in the studio, working with larger mixing consoles, mixing and smoothing out the sound, and adding the temporary music soundtrack. The sound editor creates the final soundtrack, cutting and synchronizing the sound elements. The sound mixer chooses the mics for every scene, operate the sound recorder, maintain the sound report, or communicate with the sound director or AD about any sound complications. The sound effects editor begins work during the script breakdown process and take notes on the sound elements that the script covers.
So let's talk about the different elements of sound design. We have three broad categories. We have speech, sound effects, and music. Within speech, we have dialogue on set, there could be voiceover, there could be ADR, which is automatic dialogue replacement. For sound effects, we have hard effects, which are the sound of a punch, a door closing, or an explosion. We also have Foley effects, and this is when you're actually recording sound effects while watching the picture.
The Foley Artist makes the artificial and flat images into realistic ones. They fill in the footsteps, catch points, and other movement-associated sounds. They create sound effects from obscure objects.
I like this one a lot because I can put my whole body into it and it feels pretty good. And you can do a lot with it. It can start, it can come rolling in, or it can just be a big crash, which is a lot of fun, and it gets a good reaction every time. So is the train sound. We use macaroni and cheese, so it sounds like this. And that one's a lot of fun. That's a surprise for people. This baby book. This is what we use to create all the fires in the show. And it's just rub it like that, and then it's a fire. It's magic. We also have our door, which is a standard Foley piece. And it's a tiny door that still creates the same sound as a big door, because when we get George to mic this, all the sound effects, he can take it to the next level. So.
The Foley mixer records what the Foley artist is creating, keeps sound levels consistent, and avoids distortion.
We've got some cool things that are like electronic little toys. That's for Zygonian sound. And this is another one that people like. This is for a zapping, right? That happens, it's a zapping. And I'll give you the wind machine. That one's a lot of fun.
The Foley editor syncs and modifies the sounds that the Foley artist creates. The ADR Mixer works with the script supervisor. They take notes during production and listen for unwanted sounds. During post, the ADR Mixer makes sure that actors' lines are synced with their lips. The music composer creates original music dedicated to the film. They work with bands, orchestras, and other musical groups. The music editor works closely with the video editor to make sure that the music is visually represented.